It's my pleasure on behalf of Matthew and Rachael to welcome you all of you here today to the beautiful Vines Resort and Country Club as we witness the joining of these two very special people in marriage.
Every wedding is special, but to see your daughter get married is something else. Rachael walking down the aisle with you this afternoon was a memory I'll cherish. Yeah, you look absolutely beautiful in your wedding gown.
I'll tell you a little story about how I met Matt McCree, the one and only Matt McCree. 16 years ago, the first time he did a degree, we went to university together. We were the only two guys on the course, and of course, we hit it off immediately, despite his questionable choice in football teams. That's soccer for the Australians in the room. I believe we've got a new name for Bristol Rovers, his team, the Bristol Shit Kickers. Yeah.
Family and friends have always been important to them both, and they wanted each and every one of you to be here today to share this special moment. They'd like you, their family and friends, to take part in their ceremony today by joining us with the Celtic Irish blessing of the rings, which is commonly known as warming of the rings. Love is a miraculous gift, and a wedding is a celebration of that gift. And we're here today to celebrate this gift of love and to give our best wishes to Matthew and to Rachael.
It's tradition for the father to say a few words about the bride. Where do we start? Rachael was a baby full of energy and curiosity. As soon as she could crawl, we had to barricade the entire house to stop her escaping or pulling out the contents of every cupboard. Rachael had a particular fascination with the old video recorder. I do recall a morning lost as I had to eject a piece of toast that she had inserted into the tape slot. However, her persistence to get over barriers eventually paid out dividends when Rachael became WA's under-20s state champion for high jump. Since then, Sue and I have travelled a lot with Matt and Rachael, from camping in outback Australia to touring England and Paris to bike riding down mountains in Bali. We've even lived with them for a year. It has been a pleasure to see how they always back and build each other up, and most importantly, look after each other. You don't feel it, love. I wanna hold you too close to breathe. Subside it all. I wanna hold you too close to breathe. You can't see it. You don't feel it, love. I wanna hold you too close to breathe. Subside. Their love story began back in 2012 when they first met in Adelaide on the opening night of the unit games. Matt was playing soccer and Rachael was in athletics. Rachael noticed that a lot of people were wearing ECU tops, so she stopped and said hi. She also mentioned that she'd probably had too much to drink that night, and she was only 18. Her first impression of Matthew was that he was probably gay. Each night, after they stopped competing, they would party with one another with the ECU members. Matthew was always there to make sure that Rachael got home safely, and he would always make sure that he tucked her in and then left. Matthew said his football team all embraced the star solo athlete, but he could tell she was a little out of her depth being proper amongst drunk students. Rachael admires so many things about Matthew, especially how supportive he is in everything that she does. He's considerate,
He's passionate, he's generous, he's thoughtful, he's kind, and he always puts others' needs before his own.
It was through athletics and sport that Rachael would receive many medals and prizes. Her greatest prize, however, was collected at the University Games, where she managed to win over a future husband. The details are still a little cloudy, but soon Rachael was very keen for us to meet her new man. And poor Matt was introduced to the family all at once at a big family gathering. Within an hour, Matt managed to win most of the family over. However, as a father, I was determined to resist his charm and remain suspicious.
Every mistake, every disaster.
Now, he may not always be on time, and he may not always have a plan, but Matt has a really uncanny and really annoying trait that everything always works out for the best. And I guess his little trip to Australia many years ago and falling in love and finding the love of his life in Rachael is great evidence that everything will always work out for Mr. McCree.
When I run away.
Over time, the thing that eventually won me to Team Matt was how he helped Rachael with her nursing degree. Up to that point, she was struggling and was close to quitting. Matt mentored and encouraged her, and from that time on, Rachael's outlook changed and so did her results. She passed her nursing degree and would later get high distinctions in her midwifery course at Notre Dame. It was soon evident to me that Matt had Rachael's best interests at heart.
Matthew said his dream is to have a happy home with children and lots of visitors from their family and friends. Rachael's plan is to take each day as it comes and just enjoy each other's company with their fur baby Harry in their home. She wants to make it comfortable and safe for the both of them, and one day her dream is to make their family bigger, but there's no pressure just yet, Matthew.
Sunshine, sunshine.
But seriously, Matt is one of the most dependable guys that I know. He's the kind of guy who, when he's on holiday for 6 weeks and you break your arm, he drives you around for 6 weeks. Cheers, mate. Really appreciate that. But he's also one of those guys who'll pick you up from a hospital appointment, and yeah, even when he's on the other side of the world, he'll always find a way to cheer up his family, his friends, and all his loved ones.
No, I'm never coming down. I don't gotta worry about a single thing. I can feel the light coming down on me. Sunshine on my face. I got sunshine on my face. I don't gotta care in the world right now. Higher than the ceiling, breaking through the clouds. Sunshine on my face. I got sunshine on my face. Yeah. I got sunshine. I got sunshine. I got sunshine. I gotta let you know, it's so incredible. I'm finally letting go. Up and away, yeah, we go. I found my flow right on time.
A successful marriage is not about the big grand gestures, it's about the daily small gestures. If you can both remember this, you'll soon find that you are not married to a person you can live with. You're married to a person you can't live without.
Sunshine on my face.
So therefore, by the powers vested in me by the laws of this country, it truly is with the greatest of pleasure that I now declare them to be husband and wife. You can kiss your beautiful bride.
I gotta let you know, I got sunshine. I got sunshine. I got sunshine. I got sunshine.